Am I freestyling this today or what?
What did you see? And the rival game, is it different than another game for the coaching staff, or is it just another game?
No, I think we feel the urgency too. I mean, I recruited state and I'm a Northwest native, and so this is a game that I paid attention to for a long time. And so I think it's really important for us to have momentum. We don't want to be the guys that are walking around this state wearing purple and everybody else talking about how the Cougs won. And that's a huge goal for this program, is to make sure that we keep the Apple Cup in Seattle, and it's a very important game, not only for us as coaches and the players on both sides, but obviously also for the alumni and the community.
Getting up emotionally is never a problem. What about staying on point as far as execution?
Yeah, I think that's always something you got to battle. You know, we kind of talk about the performance anxiety curve. You've got to, have a high level of focus, but also a high level of intensity, and you can't let one override the other. If you're not intense enough and you have plenty of focus, you're a little lackadaisical. If you're way over the board in the intensity, you're probably not going to have the attention to detail and the execution you need.
We get the conception that the ball comes out so quick no matter which quarterback they have, but are they staying in the pocket longer and giving your guys a chance to rush the passer?
Well, I think they do a really nice job of kind of mixing things up. I think they've done a better job of running the ball a little bit more consistently. I think their screen game is much improved, which slows the rush down. And then when they know they're getting heat, they do a really good job of getting the ball out. I think their system allows a quarterback to get comfortable and know where he's going with the ball. And I think regardless of who plays quarterback, we know they're going to throw it, and they're going to throw it efficiently.
How much different do they look from 2 years ago when you were over there and 3 years ago?
Yeah, they look quite a bit different. A lot of the same guys, just especially like on the O-line. A lot of those guys were playing, as young guys over there, or on the scout team that I was working with, and so they look different. They definitely do. I think they're a more mature football team. They've got a couple of wrinkles on offense. I remember him talking about he never didn't believe in empty or motion, and they're doing both now. So, he's kind of evolved a little bit, and I think that's helped them on offense. And obviously, they've gotten tremendous play out of their perimeter guys. I think the running backs have been very good. I think the O-line's very improved, and probably the biggest difference, we follow these guys in a lot of games, and I have a vested interest because I recruited a lot of those kids on the defensive side, and so they've really done a nice job of tightening up their scheme on the defensive side.
What is it about the O-line specifically, Jeff, with those splits? Mm-hmm. What kind of challenge does that pose to the defensive line?
I'd say that it's just one of those things where we can't fall into a false sense of security. I think we've got to do a good job of keeping our eyes on our keys. A lot of times when they're moving, you can have a tendency to get out of your fits, and especially if they're going sideways on the run game. When they're in their vertical pass sets, you've got to resist the temptation to do a whole lot of dancing. I tell our guys all the time, don't cha-cha. We just got to get into our man and hit our fit. Don't worry about being fancy in pass rush. It's just about collapsing the pocket and doing a good job of keeping it dirty.
So no barrel rolls?
That wasn't fancy in pass rush. That was pre-snap. And Danny's you 12th overall pick in the draft. You earn a little bit of credibility to do that kind of stuff. So.
80-something plays they try to go for. It'd be nice if you had number 11 back. He's
practicing.
We hear?
He's practiced this week, and I think you're gonna see him in the game. Mm-hmm. You good?
Hey, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Coach.